Good morning. It's Tuesday, May the 21st. I'm going to update you a little bit on what's happening on the fishing front on the Outer Banks. This is Captain Marty. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Captain Jay Cudworth of the Kokomo with Paradise Dolphin Cruises at Safe Harbor Marina in Wanchese. I want to invite you to take a ride out on the Roanoke Sound to see the majestic bottlenose dolphins up close. As a native, I'll be telling you stories from these waters as a boy growing up in Wanchese. Nature and history have combined to make this area unique, and I love sharing this special place with special people. So come on aboard with me and my crew and experience the real beauty of the Outer Banks. For more information, go online to ParadiseDolphinCruises.com. Again, this is Captain Jay. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Locally owned and operated since 1971, Billy's Seafood has been providing the locals and visitors of the Outer Banks with some of the freshest seafood you'll find. Not too far off the beaten path down Collington Road in KDH, Billy's Seafood has become a landmark for those seeking top-notch seafood at affordable prices. Billy's Seafood also has beer, wine, grandma's tuna salad, and other groceries as well. To see more, go online to billyseafoodobx.com. Billy's Seafood, putting fresh seafood on your table for over 50 years.
We always start with the offshore fishing news here on the podcast, and yesterday it was tough because the wind blew, and I could not find anybody that went offshore. I know the Hatteras fleet didn't go. I could not find any of the Oregon Inlet fleet that went, but over the last few days, there's been a bite going on, a pretty good blue marlin bite down in Hatteras, a few blackfin tuna, a few wahoo, a few mahi. The Oregon Inlet fleet has had more yellowfin tuna, mostly pretty good yellowfin tuna fishing, and also a really good class of yellowfin tunas. Some of those fish 75 to 95 pounds. That's what we used to call the old city boys for yellowfin tuna. So you got that going on. Like I said, both fleets are seeing some blue marlin. Hatteras right now has the edge on that. Some of the boats are tangling with 2 or 3 blue marlin bites a day while they're doing all their other fishing. So that is good. There's also been some decent inshore fishing, a little bit of bottom fishing going on. But again, all that was held up yesterday because of the weather. Our inshore boats are catching a little bit of everything, really. But when they can get out, there's a drum bite going on, especially down to Hatteras. There have been some king mackerel. We have a little bit of activity with some big bluefish. And of course, all the news is centered around the cobia fishing, which has been very good. And that's what's happening in the ocean. Now, I hope the weather will soon improve and we'll get the fleet back out. Surf and pier fishing, there seems to be 3 or 4 things from Ocracoke to the Virginia line, and start out with the big bluefish. They're not everywhere. It's not a bonanza. They're not chasing stuff up on the beach for the most part, but you can go on the beach or on a pier and catch an 8 to 12 pound bluefish. A lot of fun. And I don't care what you want to tell me, they're great to eat if you know how to cook them and prepare them, and you keep them fresh and keep them iced down. But you got that going on. There's some puppy drum. There's a few nice sized black drum being caught mostly off the surf. So you got that. You got big drum at Cape Point still. And you got the sea mullet bite. Now, that's on the smaller end of things, but it's also one of the best eating fish there is. So a pretty good variety on the surf and piers. And I'll be right back to tell you what's going on back in the Sound.
When it comes to general maintenance or major modifications on your diesel vehicle, look no further than Wanchese Off-Road Diesel Performance in Kill Devil Hills. Master mechanic Ryan Walker developed the plan for having his own auto shop over 20 years ago, and today he owns the premium diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks. To have him and his crew take a look under your hood, give him a call today at 252-715-0025 or find him on social media. Wanchese Off-Road Diesel Performance, the diesel performance powerhouse of the Outer Banks.
Sound fishing has been pretty good. Again, the wind kept things to a minimum yesterday, but we do have the same thing we've been talking about every day. Can't say there's one day is better than the other. It's not hot and cold like the offshore fishing has been. It's pretty consistent and it's pretty fair. So the species involved are primarily these puppy drum, and there's been quite a few of them. There's a few yearling drum back in the Sound. There's also a lot of bluefish in different sizes. It might be the little Taylor blues that are a pound, or it could be these bigger bluefish that are coming inside the inlet to feed and getting back in the Sound, and they might be 8 or 12, 8, 10, 12 pounds, something like that. You also we're already seeing a good sheephead bite going on. Last summer was a great year for sheephead fishing, and I think it's starting out to be more the same way. And of course, the speckled trout. I did see one 5-pound speckled trout caught in the Sound yesterday. That's a big one. Most people will fish the their life and not catch a 5-pound speckled trout. So you got some big trout back in the sound right now. That fishing, I hate to say, is almost entirely done by boat, and everybody is very secretive. They have their sloughs and their deep holes they love to fish, but the fish are out there. You gotta, if you don't have a boat, I might recommend to you that you go ahead and book one of our backcountry boats to get out and do a little fishing. They're affordable. You go out with the captain on let's say a 26-foot center console. You fish for half a day, so it's not a long day, and it's really enjoyable, and it's a great way to learn how to catch a speckled trout, a puppy drum, or a bluefish in the sound. So keep all that in mind. And that's what we have on for yesterday's report. Kind of windy. Things will improve as we head towards the weekend, as the weather warms up into the 80s almost every day. I'll let you know if anything changes, and thanks for stopping by. That's my report for you on this Tuesday morning.